am prepared with some honey. So let's heal the vocal cords. That's honey. Winnie the Pooh made honey look so good, but it's really, it's just, it's grown on me. The first time I had it, I thought it was going to be like caramel. It's not caramel. I'll say that much. But it's good, right? Honey is nature's Band-Aid. It'll heal it all. If the Jungle Book has taught me anything, it's that honey is a cure-all. Good old honey. Where did I put the honey? Oh, there it is. Look, it's in the shape of a bear. Who wouldn't love this honey? This will get a reaction eventually. This bear face filled with honey will eventually get a reaction of some sort. And that's all I can hope for. That's all I want. Or I'll just be sitting here with a plastic bear filled with honey and nobody will view it. That is also a possibility. When doing a live stream, it is possible that nobody will watch it. It's part of the facts. It's part of the reality of live streaming. You'd think that I could get at least 50, because I have 5,500 subscribers. You'd think I'd at least get 50 views, but not always the case. Doesn't always work out that way. Sometimes you're just sitting there with a plastic bear filled with honey, and people may or may not be drawn to the plastic bear filled with honey. Sometimes it works in your favor, sometimes it does not work in your favor. Hello. This is a metaphor for life, Sometimes life hands you a plastic bear filled with honey. It's up to you to decide what to do with that plastic bear filled with honey. These are decisions. These are life-altering moments when life hands you a plastic container shaped like a bear filled with honey. You decide what to do with that. Sometimes it makes you get more subscribers. Sometimes it does not. Mostly it does not. Mostly when, the focus is a plastic bear containing honey, things don't usually go in the positive. So, at the very least, we can all learn from this that other people should not be using a plastic bear container with honey, you know? If this worked, then we would have known, hey, that's what everybody wants. But I have proven that nobody wants this. I have proven that this is not an attention grabber. Or I have to do this for several hours before it becomes an attention grabber. So the only way to know that for sure is to do this for several hours. Then we'll know for sure if time was the variable that needed to be changed in order for the plastic bear container filled with honey tactic to work. I can. I do have that ability. But it's the plastic bear filled with honey that I would like to focus on right now. Perhaps it was that I was holding it in my left hand that was making it not the showstopper that I believed it to be. Now that it's in my right hand, perhaps this is the change that needed to happen in order for this strategy to succeed. So far, not so much. As a matter of fact, switching it from my left hand to my right hand made less people want to watch this. But talking about it is going to either increase or decrease the amount of people that are watching this. We got 3 so far. We're in this together. The 4 of us, the 3 viewers and me, we're in this together. This is a journey that you are now a part of. Congratulations. You should be excited for this chapter of your life. The plastic container shaped like a bear filled with honey chapter of your life has begun. You are well on your way to getting your own bear container filled with honey. If you truly want it, I have no doubt that you can also get a container filled with honey shaped like a bear. I believe in you if that's what you want. If that's not what you want, I understand too. I'm going to put this down. My arm's getting tired. So, in short, all I really wanted to do was see how many views I would get at 8 p.m. on a Saturday. The answer is not that many. But thank you to the people who did view it, because without you, I would not have known the limits to talking about a container filled with honey shaped like a bear. It's a limiting conversation. There isn't much discussion to be had based on the container. We've learned that together. Now we know. Now you can tell other people, hey, remember that video idea you had where you were just going to talk about a container shaped like a bear filled with honey? Don't do that. It's a bad idea. I saw a guy do that, and it didn't work out for him. These are the lessons we learn together. Or you're never going to think about this again. And the next time that somebody's like, hey, I'm going to do a video about a container shaped like a bear filled with honey, and you're just going to be like, I don't know anything about that. I have no memorable experiences of that. And there's nobody left. I have successfully scared away any audience for such things. I'm happy that I can now know that it's not a good way to start this off. Oh, I got a viewer again. Hello. Hello, viewer. This has been an introspective live stream. I've learned not a lot, but I learned something. I learned one thing. Can I get a thumbs up for that? Thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up. It is appreciated. I could keep this going. I guess I could just let this one drag on. I could just make this a lot longer than it should be. I'm having fun. Isn't that all that's important? As long as I'm having fun. That's all that matters to me. This is not a discussion. This is just me talking. You know, you could be like, hey, don't talk about plastic containers shaped like bears filled with honey. Then I'd be like, hey, that's what this episode's about. Don't tell me what to do. Then you could be like, well, I'm telling you what to do. I'm your viewer. There we go. See? Jeff Jarrett style. I was a big Jeff Jarrett fan. The dance. You can't go wrong with that dance, with that strut. If I get up to 15,000 subscribers, I'll do the Jeff Jarrett strut. Do the little dance. Start walking out with a guitar. I can't play a guitar, but I will walk out with a guitar. If I get 15,000 subscribers. I'm at a paltry 5,500 right now. Not enough. Not enough to warrant people just coming on and watching my live streams anyway. I like the number. The number is better than previous numbers I've had, which are lower than that, because that's the way it works. It goes up, usually. I wonder what it would take for my subscribers to be aware of the fact that they're subscribed to my channel and then unsubscribe in mass quantities. They would have to be like singled out, right? They'd have to be like, hey, I can't believe you're subscribed to that channel. And then they would need to be coaxed one way or another to unsubscribe in mass quantities. All right, 13 minutes is my lucky number. I'm done.